Alright, so I've been playing Outpost for a while since it came out. When was it? Like a couple days ago? A week ago? And I have to say, Dice, you you did a real good one on this one. Like, I think Outpost is probably my new favorite game mode. It's actually fun, you know? It's not like Conquest where you'll get gridlocked or something, and here you can actually kind of come back for the most part, but it's a little hard if you don't have a good squad or a good team. And then like they'll start zerging all over the map. Which in itself is pretty bad. Don't zerg, it's pretty bad. But it's weird because since you have to build the objectives, like you don't get points unless the objectives are built. So there's more of a like it changes the whole dynamic of it. That's what I really like about Outpost. And like for one, like I could say I've been using the medic class, the MA with the MAB. It wrecks in this game mode. It's only 2 maps, but they're actually pretty fun. Like I've yesterday I stayed up till like 1 in the morning playing Outpost. I was winning game after game after game because we had such a good team going. Like it's fun. It's really fun. I really like Outpost, and I think it should stay as a permanent game mode. Like, it's really balanced too for the most part. Like you're not constantly getting bombed by planes or blown up by tanks, and that's good. That's good. Like I think maybe what's it called? Conquest kind of suffers that a little bit, but for the most part, Conquest itself is pretty balanced. This, on the other hand, is like, I dare say, it's probably the most balanced game mode of the entire game so far. And no, I'm still not a fan of Squad Conquest. Since that one time I played it. This is a different story. I really think they hit the nail on the head with Outpost. Like, just I don't know what I like about it. It's mainly just attack and defend, and that's it. And yes, I still get frustrated here and there when my teammates are being stupid and zerging around and not defending objectives. That's also one of the things about this one is enemies can't spawn on objectives. Neither can you. So, for the most part, if you clear an objective, like the objective is gonna be clear. And it'll stay clear until the enemies can rush over to it again. And honestly, I kinda like that. It's actually a cool mechanic. That can't kick him out of nowhere. Also, notice MAB is kind of bugged. Sometimes it'll do excess damage, sometimes it'll do no damage. You might see it here later on, but yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about the MAB, and they need to fix it. Other than that, it's probably the best SMG for the medic class, and in the whole game. And I've been using the Thompson and the MP40 for a long time, and I could say the MAB is probably my new favorite, like, hands down. Also, like last night when I was playing a lot, I was squad leader the whole time, and my squad was just rinsing. We were at the top of the scoreboard the entire time. Like when we were about halfway, we had already called it enough to call it a V1 rocket. But I kept using the V1 and artillery strikes because the objectives can, they can be damaged, right? By normal explosives, by tank shells, by bombs. You plant a bomb at the bottom, and I really like that. It's like the whole attack and defend thing. It's a little more unique. There's something to focus on. Another kind of thing that I like is that it doesn't show you how many enemies are on one point. You have to go in there and you have to guess. Is there one guy hiding in a barn, or is there 12 guys hiding in the barn? It changes it up a little bit, and I like that. I like when there's, I wouldn't call this DLC, but I like when there's things that change up the game. Because it makes it more fun, you're not playing the same old boring thing every day. Other than that, I don't really think I have any complaints about this game mode. Surprise, surprise, me not having any complaints about something that DICE made. Really, it's not only balanced, but it's also fun, so there's nothing else that I could really say about it. I mean, the gameplay kind of speaks for itself. Right now, I'm not doing my best. I'm doing 4-0, but I usually have a few more kills by now. But our team is just rinsing the enemies. They only have 15 people, that kind of explains it. Maybe not the best gameplay to show for this. I should have done it last night, man, but I got my arm vaccinated and I was only playing with one arm. Yeah, I'm that good. I was only playing with one arm. So yeah, it was different. I don't know, at 1 in the morning, it kind of changes it up. The enemies are kind of asleep, you know? I didn't get paired up with idiots for once. And then, like, you could just set an objective and fortify and you'll get points. So you can't really say, like, oh, you're just building, you're not playing, it's not teamwork. But in a way, it kind of is teamwork, because you're defending an objective. Granted, if there's no one to defend an objective, if there's no one on the objective to defend it, okay, that's a little more different. That guy flew out the frickin'. Hey, bud, how's it going?
I got you, soldier.
Flew out the window right into my arms. And seeing like bombers and planes and everything, they're pretty balanced. Like, I'm not getting killed constantly by vehicles and stuff. So I can safely say this game is not only balanced, but it's fun. That's kind of rare in these games. Or in Battlefield 5 in general, like, having something that's both of those, it's like, unique. Cool. And so you'll get clutch moments where, like, it'll be kind of the end of the match. Everyone starts calling in their artillery, their JV1s, or their V1s and such. I hate that guy so much. So quick. But yeah, you have like the enemy trying to desperately capture at least one radio tower back. You call in a V1 and then like it'll take out the radio tower and all the enemies. It's just so satisfying. Just so good. I really hope they leave this one as a permanent one, because I don't know, with more other maps, like, it might actually be a unique thing. I don't know how it kind of would work on other maps. Like, these two maps, like, it works really good. Because they're medium-sized maps, I'd argue, and this kind of works best on medium maps. I'm gonna shoot him down. I'm gonna freaking shoot him down. Oh, I hit him for a lot. I legit hit him for a lot. Oh, there goes our Spitfire boy. He's gonna take him out. I also love these quiet moments where, like, you're just running between objectives and it's all quiet. Distant gunfire and everything. It's just so cinematic. I love it. The one thing DICE always does good in their games is makes them cinematic, makes them beautiful. Just look at this. Just look at that. Someone's trying to summon the Rabbit Queen again. Go see. Maybe she'll come. She has blessed us with a giant explosion. And like, squad reinforcements actually play a big part in this. Like, you'll get artillery strikes will like deter enemies from building on objectives. It'll damage radio towers, stuff like that. Like, you can use all the squad reinforcements for that, and that's really good. It's really good. And the other ones I kind of wouldn't use, like a Sturmtiger or a T-48 tank destroyer. I'm like, why? I could just use artillery or a V1. It's just better that way. But in this one, it kind of changes it up, like the meta and everything. So that's good. I think what also kind of like changes it up a little bit, or actually a lot, is where the objectives are. I think for the most part on here on Mercury, I think it works the best. I really like where the objectives are placed. None of them feel like, you know, worse than the other ones, stuff like that. And what really plays into these is the fortifications. Like, for once, I actually want to build fortifications on an objective. I'll actively build them every match. On Conquest and other game modes, I just kind of don't really bother. I just don't really see the point of them. On here, though, they really matter if you want to keep an objective, you know? And what I also really think changes it up a lot is that a lot of them are already built. Because most players, let's be honest, we don't want to build. We can go out there and start, you know, driving a tank, flying an airplane, shooting people, instead of sitting here playing Minecraft, essentially. Most people don't like that. So the fact that they're already pre-built helps a lot. And you'll see people building them back. Sometimes, like, this objective got decimated 2 matches ago. And people went back and rebuilt it. So that's pretty cool. I like that it changes it up. Like, you know, if you see an objective, if you can see a radio tower, like if a tank can see it, it can take it out. It only takes 4 shells usually. Or 1 if you're lucky enough to get a 1-shot, 400 damage. Yes, you can do that. You can actually hit one of these towers for 1 shot in a very specific spot. I don't know where. I just hit it randomly. and it'll knock it down. Yeah, so I like having my objectives cleared. That's one of my main complaints when I play Conquest, is that my teammates were too stupid to actually clear an objective before either leaving or reviving me or any of those, but... Well, 100 to 11. Yeah, it's not fair. It really isn't for them. I'd be pissed off, so I would have left the match, mate. Well, I didn't really contribute much to this match. But hey, doesn't matter. We won, I got my gameplay, whatever. And DICE did good on this. So yeah, I really hope DICE decides to keep this as a permanent game mode. And I got my Trial by Fire thing, next cosmetic thing, that they'll probably sell for boings later on, because yes. Yeah, I didn't really do much, 4-1, but what was I supposed to do against 14 people? It's a massacre. So for now, thank you for watching, you're all fantastic, and I'll see you next episode.